6 points, 3 blocks, 9 assists, 16 rebounds, 19 to 37 from the field, 4 of 12 from three-point land. I mean, looks like he did what he could. Jaylen Brown, 13 out of 24, 4-6 from three-point land, 7 to 10 from the free throw line, and 5 rebounds, 37 points. Only one other player in double figures, that was Derek White with 16 points for the Celtics. As a team, Celtics shooting 43% from the field from three-point land and 48% from the field. Cavs 47% from the field and 43% from three-point land. The rebounds, Cavs 44, Celtics 40, so it's pretty close there. Pretty evenly matched game, but Cleveland with the big-time dub, and they are in firm control of that top spot in the Eastern Conference. There he is. Coach, what's good?
Yo, what's up, man? How are you?
Maintaining, man. You already know. Blacktop podcast. Friday night. It's hoops. Gotta get it in.
True that.
How you feeling, though, bro?
I'm all
What's
right.
good with you, man?
I'm all right. Just, trying to get things handled on my end, just continue the fight. So, but I'm good overall.
That's what's up, bro. Glad to see you, man.
I'm glad to see you too, man. So,
Yeah.
It's truly a blessing. So,
Definitely, man. What's on your mind, though? What's on your mind, man? Celtics with a big, Cavs with a big win over the Celtics. I don't know.
They're the two top dogs in the East anyway. So, the Knicks.
Oh yeah, we about to get into the New York Knicks. Let me cue the music back up as we get back into the NBA rundown. This is the Blacktop podcast. Got Big Bro back in action. Coach, back on the man. Fresh off the IR. Good to see you, brother. All right, man. Let's get back into it. Oh man, here we go. The Brooklyn Nets. Going down tonight against the Blazers. After putting up such a good fight against the Thunder last night, going down tonight against the Blazers. 121, Portland, 102, Brooklyn. Let's check the stats. Shaedon Sharpe, 25 points, 5 assists, 9 of 14 from the field, 4-6 from three-point land, and 3 of 5 from the free throw mark. Kamara chipping in with 19 points, 4 assists, 6-11 from the field, 4 of 7 from 3. Chris Murray, 11 points, Klingin with 12. Off the bench, Delano Batten, 23 points, 8 rebounds, 8 of 11 from the free throw line, and 3 of 4 from 3. Scoot Henderson chipping in with 12 as well off the bench. Blazers shooting 57%. Hey, give them 57% from free field, 41% from 3. Going to give up 121 points. It's going to have a long night. Brooklyn, on the other hand, Cam Thomas back in action. 21 minutes, 7 to 17 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3, 16 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 turnovers. Killian Hayes had 16. Claxton with 16 points, 5 rebounds. Cameron Johnson, 14, 4 of 11 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. Zaire Williamson, who has been hot as of late, not tonight, not doing much, just 10 minutes. Nets not getting a lot of contribution off the bench. Keon Johnson, only man in double figures with 10. Now, when you shoot 41% and go 7 of 29 from 3, you're going to lose by 19 points. Especially when you give up 57% from the 57% shooting, as did the Nets tonight. So, they split the season series. Nets got them in Portland. They got this one, so it is what it is. But I don't know, Coach. What you think, man? Brooklyn, man. 9 and 20 at home. But I mean, they fight. They fight hard.
That's the biggest thing. I mean, are they out there fighting? Are they giving it their all? Even though they're what's up, Pat? Even though they're coming up short, are they still, fighting through? And looks like that's what they're doing. So, there's still a work in progress. It's still building. So, they just got to continue to add. And you seem like a lot of you Nets fans have said, you have a good head coach. So, but what about your GM? So, I know you hate your GM. So
suspect. That's being nice about it. So, but yeah, man, tonight just not the night for the Nets. So, let's get into a couple other scores. Let's swing it over to the Knicks since Knicks. Now, I caught the end of this game. Shout out to our brother Man Cave on the Aboriginal Sports Network. Great call tonight on the Knicks game. Knicks getting a dub over the Grizzlies, 114-113. OG Anunoby making a three-pointer with, I think, 4-something seconds left to give the Knicks the lead here off the pass from Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson, 10 of 23, high man from New York, 23 points, 2 of 6 from the three-point land, 6 assists and 7 rebounds, 3 steals as well. OG Anunoby, the hero tonight, 7 out of 17 from the field, 4 of 10 from 3, 19 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Mikal Bridges, 7 out of 14, 0 of 5 from 3, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 15 points, and 2 blocks. Karl Anthony Towns didn't do a lot. Had 11 points, 7 rebounds, 4 of 11. But, I mean, obviously, they did not need him. Now, Miles McBride, a high man off the bench, 28 minutes, 7 out of 11 from the field, 3 of 5 from three-point, and added 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists.
Yeah, but look at the plus-minus between Towns and the man who came back, Mitchell Robinson. Towns is minus 10, while Mitchell was plus 11. So, that's going to be a big factor. I mean, your bench, and this is where a lot of people kill Tibbs. Your bench, for the most part, except for Shamet, was in a plus, but 4 of your starters were in the minus. The only one who was a positive was Mikal Bridges at a +1. So, will Mitchell coming back, will that help? Plus 11 says a lot. That says a lot, especially when Towns is minus 10.
And your first game back, too.
Exactly.
Now they only gave him 12 minutes, so obviously trying to ease him back into action. But, added 5 rebounds as well, and 6 points, in limited action. So,
But think
Good
about that.
sign for the Knicks.
In 11 in 12 minutes, you're plus 11.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you really think about that.
Mm-hmm.
12 minutes, you're plus 11. So yes, there's going to be some adrenaline and things of that
Mm-hmm.
nature, but um, that just speaks volumes to me. Going in the long run. So um, yeah, what's up, Nimmer?
What's good, Neymar? Um,
Looking good,
yeah, man.
Nimmer. I see you lost. Let's see you lost some weight, man. Yeah, I saw him working out on one of his social media platforms. Ooh,
Oh,
what a
okay.
block!
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah. Um, but getting into it, man. So just looking at it from the Grizzlies standpoint, John Morant, 25 points, 9 out of 22 from the field. 0-6 from 3, though. Did hit all 7 of his free throws, 7 assists, 4 rebounds in 31 minutes. Desmond Bain, 24 points, 9 out of 17. He was 0-4 from 3, so rough night from beyond the arc. From the outside by the Grizzlies. But Jaren Jackson Jr., 18 points, 7 rebounds. Zach Edey with a solid double-double, 10 points, 11 rebounds, 4 or 5 from the field, and hit both of his free throws. So good sign for the young fella, Mr. Zach Edey. But Memphis had this game. They had him. They had him. And they let him off the hook. Grizzlies, 58 rebounds to New York's 35. When you out rebound, and shout out to Man Cave for pointing this out on his post game show. When you out rebound a team like that, I mean, you should win that game.
But your shooting percentage, especially from 3, says it all.
Yeah, I mean, 12%. I mean, you hit 4 3-pointers. You shot 31 of them. But again, you were getting the rebounds. You had 19 offensive rebounds.
But let me see something. 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. 18 turnovers. I wish I could see points off of turnovers because that would also let me know too. So
yeah, the Knicks only had 8, so that was a big discrepancy there.
That's where they make up. That's where you make up for
a better view here. But yeah, pretty wide discrepancy here in 3-pointers. Rebounds in favor of Memphis. Yeah, the Knicks. Memphis more. There it is. Points off turnovers. 28.
They conceded. That says a lot right there. I saw somebody tweeting about that. When the Knicks are getting out on the break, they have the advantage over Memphis. So there you go. So I mean, like you said, when you're out rebounding the team, what was it, plus 20, almost plus 20, you should be in the position to
win. Yeah, 23. Yeah, they out rebounded them. So, but who else we got? I think we got one more score to get into. Yeah, Miami. With the win over the Indiana Pacers, 125-120. Let's take a look at some stats here. I gotta shift down. All right, here we go. Pascal Siakam, the high man for the Pacers, with 36 points. 13 out of 20 from the field, 8 of 11 from three. Chipped in with 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Miles Turner, 22 points, 7 of 12 from the field, 5 of 9 from three, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Tyrese Halliburton, 19 points, had 10 assists, 4 steals, shot 8 of 15 from the field, hit 3 of 5 from 3-point land. 10 assists. Andrew Nembhard with 11 assists, 9 points, 4-7 from the field. So Pacers coming up short here. Let's take a look at the Heat. Then we'll look at the stats real quick. Team stats. Bam and Adebayo. Bam. 18 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds, 8 of 14 from the field, 2 of 4 from three. Tyler Hero, the high man with 29 points, 11 of 25 from the field, 3 of 10 from three, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, and 7 assists, 3 rebounds. Davion Mitchell, 10 points. Duncan Robinson, 20 points off the bench, 8 of 10 from the field, 4 of 6 from three, 5 assists. And Alec Burks, 13 points for the Heat. Rookie Kelly Ware, 12 points, 12 rebounds, 8 points for the Heat. So the Heat, after making that Jimmy Butler trade, getting a win here against, I guess, one of the top teams in the East, if you want to call them that. I think the Pacers are frauds, but I don't believe in them personally. But to each is their own. But they still are 33 and 25. So nice win for the Heat. Coming back off the Butler trade that a lot of people were questioning.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you feel about that, Coach, now that I got you here?
I mean, it's hard for me to really get a full gauge. I mean, Indiana, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
I have my personal grudges against Indiana anyway, so they don't seem that overly impressive. They haven't, really been doing it. I haven't really been noticing much or seen much to really say, oh, okay, they're just a middle of the pack type of a team. So, where are they seated right now? Were they 6 or 5?
The Pacers,
Mm-hmm.
I think they're 4th.
Okay, so they're right
Last
behind
time I checked, they were 4th. 5th. My bad, yeah.
Okay, so they're 5th.
Yeah, right now they're exactly tied with the Bucks, to be honest. But I guess the Bucks have some type of tiebreaker advantage because they got them 4th and they got the Pacers 5th, but they're both 33 and 25.
So,
you can see it there.
Yeah, so they're pretty much, they're sitting there, 5.5 behind the Knicks. So, they're just, they're a good team. I can't disrespect them in that regard, but, based on, the top 2 teams, I think Milwaukee will turn it on, especially when it comes closer to the playoffs. They have the talent to do it. So, Indiana, Detroit has impressed me. I wonder if Detroit is going to overtake them.
Yeah. The Pistons have been playing well. It went down tonight, but they were on an 8-game winning streak, I think, before that, before they lost tonight. So, but Man Cave,
what's good, bro?
What's good, bro? Excellent call tonight on the Knicks the Knicks game. If you want to go into that here just a little bit and tell us what you've seen out there with the Knicks and the Memphis Grizzlies. It was a good game. Good
It was a good
game.
game.
Great call by you guys over there, man. But go ahead and talk about it here a little bit.
Yeah, man. You know, it's in Memphis, so we had to whoop that trick. You know what I'm saying? So we got that, man. But it's all good. Nah, man. It was a good, tough win by the Knicks. Like I said, they was losing majority of that game. But then, like I said, end of the third quarter, fourth quarter, they turned it on and came back into that game, man. So it was finally good for these guys to start making some shots and, especially getting out rebounded. I mean, Memphis probably should have blew us out by like 20 or 30 points tonight, man. I mean, they got so many offensive.
Yeah, man.
It was good. And just what we talking about with the Knicks' effort, man. Like I said, it's not a guys who put a lot of effort there to go get rebounds. Only Hart and Towns, man, they get all the rebounds. Because tonight, again, OG only had like 3 rebounds and Mikal only like 2 rebounds. I'm like, bro, y'all got to start getting some rebounds, like 8 apiece. There's a lot of shots that's being bricked out there. You got to go get the rebound. And people don't know defense. I mean, rebounding is part of defense. It is part of defense because if you can stop the other chance for second chance points, you eliminate. If you get the rebound, you eliminate second chance opportunities and you eliminate fouls and more points. But it was a tough, gritty win by the Knicks. But like I said, I was happy because it was the return of Mitchell Robinson, his first game back for the season. I mean, he played sparingly in the game.
So how do you think he looked, man, in his first action back?
He actually looked good, man. I like the way. I mean, I thought he was going to be further off, but he actually looked good in the game, man. He made some moves and stuff like that, and of course, he was doing the rebound. You know what I'm saying? And plus, when you first came back, you huffing and puffing. You know what I'm saying? Because of that wind, it's like that game action and stuff like that. I didn't see too much of that, and I thought they played him enough minutes right now. And like I said, I'm glad he came back at this point of the season compared to come back at the start of the playoffs. I'd rather get these 20-something games in him to get the rust off and start getting, used to playing with these guys and stuff like that because he's playing with a different front line now. You know what I'm saying? He's used to playing with like Julius Randle and these other guys, but those guys are gone now. Like I said on Mother Stream, like of all these contenders, the Knicks, like I said, they basically, like I said, man, this is they not even played a year together. You know what I'm saying? Well, these other guys, they've been playing for 3-4 years and stuff like that. But yeah, man, it's good to see. And Mitchell Robinson, he is the starting center. I know he's going to be the starting center. When he is ready, he'll be the starting center and call Anthony Towns, or like I said, move to the 4. And these other guys will move back to their natural position. But we just got to, take it slow like that. But I was happy with Mitchell Robinson tonight. And also the Knicks in the fourth quarter, as always. So it was great.
Yeah, man. Definitely, man. Good to see Mitchell Robinson back because he's been out for how long now? I mean,
since May.
Shoot, he's been out about as long as Coach had.
My God, because he came back in the playoffs and he
It's
got
been,
hurt.
what, a year?
Yeah, like June. It was like June. I think it was June or something. Yeah, it was June.
Yeah, playoffs against the Sixers last year.
Sixers, yeah.
Yeah, almost a year.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8 months. Yeah, almost a year.
Yeah, man. But Pat, what's good, man? Welcome to the show, bro. What's cracking with you, man? Going through some of the scores here. Let's see if we got any updates. Halftime here, Lakers 59-54 over the Clippers. Jazz and Timberwolves now tied. Man, it's been a struggle out there for the Timberwolves here this year.
Yeah, I don't think Ant-Man is playing. I think he's suspended for this game.
Nah, he's not playing. But,
he's suspended.
It's still been a struggle for them. And they are struggling now with a 14-44 Utah Jazz team, who clearly are playing for.
What made me mad tonight? How the heck the Pacers lose to the Heat? That's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
What do you say? Are they frauds?
It's the NBA, man. It's the NBA.
Chicago Bulls, though, man.
Yeah, we got. I don't think
I went over this game. So you showed up at the right time. Bulls did get a win here. Kobe White, the high man, with 24 points. For Chicago, 8 of 19 from the field, 2 of 9 from 3. Had 4 steals, though, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Josh Giddey, 19 points, 12 assists, 8 rebounds. Almost had a triple-double. 7 out of 17 from the field and 2 of 6 from 3. Kevin Herter off the bench for Chicago with 15 points. And Ayo
Sumo.
11 points and 5 rebounds off the bench. For Toronto, Toronto's a bad team too. Quickly, 23 points, 6 of 16 from the field, 4 of 11 from 3. RJ Barrett, 2 former Knicks, 18 points, 8 of 19 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. Had 8 assists and 7 rebounds. Scotty Barnes, 24, 10 of 19, 2 or 3 from 3, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. And Grady Dick, 13 points and 9 rebounds. So, but yeah, man, talk about your Bulls, Pat, man. How do you feel about the outlook of this team, especially after the Zach LaVine trade?
First and foremost, I'm just happy Lonzo Ball is playing. Right. Seriously.
Yeah. He played
just happy he gets some minutes.
14 tonight, 34 minutes. That's a
lot of minutes for Lonzo. Man. So hopefully he continues to play. Hopefully he get back to form because we're gonna need him. Kobe White has turned out to be a player from North Carolina. I actually like the way that he plays out there. Kevin Huter and Dosunmu are pretty good players off the bench. We're gonna have to get some big men back in here. Zach Collins did his thing tonight. But we got a decent little core, but we got a lot of work to do, man. And the Raptors are just bad. I don't know. Like I know Knicks fans are happy they got rid of RJ Barrett.
No, we're not.
I don't know why you're not.
RJ's a dog, bro.
He's a dog, but he's just not it, man. I was gonna make him the featured player, and he's just not that, bro. I tell you, he's a 3 on the team.
He's not efficient, man. He's really not efficient. So
at all. But as far as the Bulls, man, I mean, we're one of those teams that you just say we're just in the win right now. You know, we could play good one night and look worse than the Raptors the next night because of our way our roster is built now after trading away Zach LaVine and my boy that went back to Sacramento.
DeMar DeRozan left.
Yeah, DeMar DeRozan after losing those guys. So we're gonna have to use those draft picks. Try to get us a big man because I think is he hurt or no? I think he went somewhere else too. The big man that we used to have. I can't think of his name right now. The big man. He was playing with the Magic before he came over to us.
Oh, he's playing with the Magic. Oh, you talking about Wendell Carter?
The other guy that we got in the Wendell Carter trade. I can't think of his name, but not Zukowski. It's one of those type names. I forgot his name.
Who?
Was Zubik?
No, Zubek was from the Clippers.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name, but I think
he's like that. Though. I know what you're talking about.
Pat, you know Vucevic is still there.
Vucevic is still there. He must be hurt.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I ain't seen him. Vucevic is still there. That'd be good.
Yeah, he didn't get traded. Yeah,
I thought he got traded. So he must have just been hurt. He ain't been playing.
Right.
Okay, so they were trying to trade him, but if you can put Vucevic, Kobe White, Lonzo Ball, Giddey, and get us another big man, huh?
Sorry, I'm watching the Lakers game. I'm sorry.
You can put Vucevic out there. I think we got some pretty good bench players coming off the bench. Trey Jones is actually pretty good too. But Kevin Huter coming off the bench brings you some scoring. Dosunmu brings you some scoring off the bench. So we get a couple of bench players to get us a solid starter to put next to Vucevic and Giddey, I think we'll be okay. But other than that, man, we're just a team in a win right now, man. It's okay. We'll get back.
Yeah, man, most definitely, man. But that was the NBA rundown. I want to talk a little bit about college hoops. College hoops, man. But that was the NBA rundown, man. Shout out to the NBA rundown, man. We're gonna run a commercial, man. We'll be right back. Yeah, man. So let's get into a little bit of this. It's got an article here by The Athletic. Want to get into the college basketball bubble watch. The college basketball bubble watch. Let's look at the top 25 before we get into the bubble watch here real quick. So,
okay, Duke ranked number 2.
Auburn still up there, number 1 here. Duke at number 2. Florida, your Gators, Pat.
Yep, number 3.
Houston, number 4. Tennessee coming in at 5. Alabama. Where is Alabama in the top 10 in basketball? But never mind. Alabama, number 6, man. They've been a pretty good team as of late. St. John's, the Johnnies, back. Let's go. Number 7, Michigan State, clocking in at 8. Iowa State, number 9. Texas Tech, 10. Wisconsin, tough Big Ten team, coming in at number 11. Texas A&M, 12. Clemson, finally, another ACC team. They're at 13. Missouri, 14. Michigan, 15. Maryland, 16. Kentucky, 17th. Kentucky, usually ranked a little higher.
Yeah, they got 9 losses already. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a down year for Blue Bloods, the so-called Blue Bloods in college basketball. And I'm explaining here in a little bit. Memphis, 18th. 19, Louisville. 20th, Purdue. 21st, Marquette. 22, Arizona. 23, St. Mary's. 24th, Mississippi State. And 25, BYU, rounding out the top 25. Others receiving votes: Creighton, Ole Miss, Kansas. Kansas, man, not in the top 25. Hold up. Kansas, not in the top 25. North Carolina, not in the top 25. Kentucky, 17th. You know, I don't see Syracuse up there. Like some of these teams is down this year. You know, the teams you used to seeing.
All right.
The ACC, 2 teams. 2 teams in the top 25.
Crazy, right?
Crazy work. How y'all feel about this list, man? Talk to me.
I'll say this, man. Hopefully my Gators don't disappoint me in the tournament, man. Every time I root for these dudes, they be balling, and then they'll lose to the stupidest team possible. Like we already play Texas A&M right now, man. I need my Gators to step up and beat Texas A&M. I need Denzel to go off. I need Will Richard to do what he do, and I need Oliver to play like the big man that he is. 7 foot. You can't let Texas A&M beat us, man. You can't let them beat us. We got to beat good teams, man. This is one of the best Florida teams I've seen in a while. Hopefully we can make some noise in the tournament. I do believe if we face somebody like Duke as of right now, I think Duke would beat us, and it wouldn't be too hard for them to beat us. Because for some reason we seem to clam up when we get in pressure situations. But we'll see what this Florida Gator team does, man. But every time I root for these dudes when we get good, they just it's weird, man. It's weird.
Right.
Man cave, man. What's your thoughts, man? Perennial Duke fan, yourself.
Long time Duke fan.
What do you think about Duke and this top 25 list?
Bro, we right where we supposed to be at, man. But you know, what else is at the end of the day? We just want to be, you know, just part of like 64, the tournament of 64, to get in there. But as far as Duke, man, it's like, hey, we riding right along, man. I think we got a chance to actually win the title if we can get everybody healthy. I mean, if it's what's that? Proctor just went out, so I don't know how long he's gonna miss. Hopefully, he gets back before. But yeah, man, I love this Duke team, man. Like I said, they got all the pieces right on this team, man, to win it all.
Yeah, man. I agree. The team I'm excited about there was St. John's, man. It's been a long time, man.
Yeah, St. John's is actually doing very well this year.
Long time, bro.
Man,
For St. John's. St. John's. Rick Pitino got them humming right now. 24-4. 24-4. So, shout out to St. John's. Syracuse not up there, and unfortunately, North Carolina.
You said what they are?
Biggest disappointment in college basketball is my Tar Heels. They're nowhere to be found. That's why we got to go to the bubble watch.
Yeah, that's crazy. North Carolina in the bubble watch. That is
bubble watch,
crazy.
bro. So we
might not even make the tournament. That is absolutely insane.
Yeah. There's the bubble. We watching that joint. Man, hope we make it. That is wild. That's crazy work. But speaking of it, man, let's get into it here a little bit, y'all. All right, bubble watch. Georgia leads. SEC surge. SEC surge, man. Why is the SEC taking over?
Y'all let us take over basketball. We're gonna have football and basketball. Keep on playing.
Yeah.
What coach say? You muted, coach.
No, if you think about it, it's flipped the past 2 years, man. The SEC is now taking basketball, and the Big Ten is football.
Ohio State won it this year. Last year it was Michigan.
Mhm.
But it was an SEC team they played last year, and this year they played Notre Dame. So we were still in there last year with Alabama. So it's only been 1 year removed from being in the championship game, the SEC team.
And right now, this year, the SEC is dominating in basketball. You know, in the past, it's always either been the ACC, the Big Ten, or the Big East that have been dominant in basketball. Now this year, and it's top to bottom with the SEC. It's not just a top heavy type of league. It's top to bottom. When I went in and I took a look at that, I was really surprised.
So let's get into it, man. Bubble. So these are the metrics that they got. Teams should be in. Teams are a few wins from lock status, not really in danger of missing a dance. In the mix, teams on the true bubble. On the fringe, teams are a win or two away from true bubble consideration, or a win away from being a win away. Then they had the resume metrics and quality metrics. Not gonna get into all that. So let's get into it. ACC locks. Clemson, Duke, Louisville. 3 locks. 3. For the tournament now. This is the NCAA field of what is it now? Like 68 or something? I don't know. Like
what they
increased it. They keep increasing it, you know what I'm saying? So
they only got 3 teams in there?
3 teams. Oh man. See. This is what, like, y'all get irritated about the football stuff. I get irritated with this, man. Like, what is going on here? North Carolina, especially in the mix. So these teams are on the bubble. North Carolina, SMU, Wake Forest. Pitt is fringe. Hey,
no mention of Georgia Tech. No mention of Georgia Tech in there.
No.
Sheesh. Yeah, that's bad for the ACC, man. I'm used to y'all having about 5-6 teams at least.
Yeah, man.
Georgia Tech. What you said?
Well, I hate when Maryland left because Maryland was a good team in the ACC. And
Maryland left. That's true.
They went for
did Miami leave or does Miami stay?
Miami should be better. Syracuse should be better. Like, come on, man.
Yep, Syracuse. No, Syracuse ain't with y'all no more.
They are. Yeah, they are.
They with the ACC. Yeah, that is true.
Syracuse,
y'all suck this year.
Syracuse, Boston College, all them teams.
College.
Boston College.
In the mix, North Carolina, man. Excellent non-conference strength of schedule. 7 wins away from Chapel Hill. Weakness, gruesome 1 of 10 record versus Q1, well under 500 versus Q1 and Q2.
They're 1 and 10 against quad ones. Oh wow, that's gonna hurt them.
It's been pretty bad.
That's going to hurt. Yes, big time.
But they've been on a 4-game win streak. The offense has found a groove. Beat Florida State. I would watch some of these games too. Virginia Tech. I don't know, man. It's going to be, if it comes down to Duke, like they saying on March 8th, good luck. I don't know. I don't have confidence. But who knows, man? Gotta go in with my Tar Heels. That's the bias part of it. I'll go through the rest real quick, though. SMU, solid record versus Q1 and Q2. No bad losses. Excellent road neutral mark. Their weakness is 0 Q1 wins and no schedule chances. Poor conference strength of schedule. So they ain't played nobody outside the conference, pretty much. That's what's killing them right now. Wake Forest, solid resume metrics, poor quality metrics, only 1 win, likely over a tournament team. The Demon Deacons took 2 more losses outside of Q1 over the past week, falling on the road to a disappointing NC State squad, and then at home against Virginia. The Deeks defense, their foundation, most of the season failed them in 2 crucial spots. Those defeats undercut the primary strengths of Wake's profile, a lack of bad losses. Steve Forbes' squad in dire straits now, and it must handle Notre Dame, another ACC team, on Saturday. Then Wake gets its ultimate home run swing, a visit to Cameron Indoor, and Duke Big Monday. That's bad, man. The ACC is down, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
They down bad. Real quick, I'm not going to read all these. We'll just go through the locks. Big 12 locks: Arizona, Houston, Iowa State, Kansas, Texas Tech. Should be in BYU. In the mix, bubble teams: Baylor, Cincinnati, TCU, West Virginia, and Utah is holding on to its last chances.
Damn, they're the whole damn conference then.
The whole conference. Same thing with the ACC. I feel like all of them on the bubble too. All right, let's see. Big East. Locks: Creighton, Marquette, St. John's. Should be in UConn. In the mix, Xavier. Nobody on the fringe. So Big East holding it down with their conference. Big Ten. Oh boy, here we go. Everybody's a lock. Illinois, Maryland, Michigan, Michigan State, Oregon, Purdue, UCLA, Wisconsin. Should be in. Nobody. In the mix, Indiana, Nebraska, Ohio State. So the Big Ten is pretty strong this year.
Usually the Big Ten will have probably about maybe 80% of their conference that's making it. You're not doing it this year, especially with 18 teams. It just changes the whole dynamics. And then, you have the number one major disappointment in all of college basketball, my Scarlet Knights, not playing up to.
Yeah, they right there with Carolina. I will say that Rutgers has been great.
The one thing that I found out about Rutgers, which I did not know, is they're starting 4 freshmen. So that does in a sense say, okay, I get it, but then what does that say about the guys that you went out and you got in the transfer portal, and they're veteran guys and they're not out there starting, in terms of Martini, PJ, Acuff. Acuff was a top scorer at Eastern Michigan. Why is he not starting? So I just looked at those things, and when you got a lot of freshmen starting and playing a lot of time, we all know freshmen are very inconsistent.
That's true. They make mistakes. Yep.
So just like last night's game against Michigan, I mean they were up double digits against Michigan, and you end up losing on the last second shot.
Yeah, man. So, that is tough, man. Yeah, I wanted to see more. I thought, but like you said, the only teams that I be seeing that really do good with freshmen consistently is Kentucky. They start like a starting 5 all freshmen. They be in a tournament like now they down this year, but they usually are pretty good, and they usually have a team full of freshmen damn near every year. But outside of them, yeah, you're right. It usually doesn't happen, Coach. So, all right, let's get to the SEC. Locks: Auburn, Alabama, Florida, Kentucky, an actual lock, even in a down year. Mississippi State, Missouri, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Texas A&M.
You see it?
Should be in Vanderbilt. On the bubble or in the mix are Kansas, Georgia, Oklahoma, Texas. Nobody on the fringe. Oh, man.
I was expecting a little bit more out of Arkansas, especially when you had Calipari leaving Kansas. I mean, Kentucky to go over there, and you got a couple of players to come along. So I was expecting a little bit more from them, and for them to be where they are, it's surprising.
Yeah, it is surprising, Coach. But what's surprising is the SEC may have 11 teams in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
They got like 10% tournament.
Yeah.
Well, the question I'm going to ask is, will they beat each other up and make it problematic come tournament time? Because that's usually what always happened with the Big Ten.
The SEC tournament is going to knock about 4 or 5 of them out. That's what's going to happen. Whoever loses early in that SEC tournament between the in the mixed people. Now, if Arkansas can make it pretty deep into the SEC tournament, they'll be in. Or Vanderbilt, I think they get in regardless of what happens. But Arkansas, Georgia, Oklahoma, and Texas going to have to show something in the SEC tournament. Get beat the first game, they won't make it in. But if they make it to like the second, third rounds, especially if one of those teams have one of those Cinderella tournament, you know that stuff happens every year. Those conference tournaments, we might actually get. I'll say at the very least we'll have 9 teams, but I think we can get 11 in there.
11 teams from the SEC. And the ACC might only have 3.
If that.
That's crazy, man. Crazy, man. What? Last thing I'm gonna talk about, man. Tonight, man. Just the face of the NBA and what that looks like in the future, kind of the future of the NBA as we talking about some of these college prospects, college teams, these guys getting ready for the tournament, going into the league. Given with the league, some of the teams, some of the things we know about some of the teams in the league, I'm trying to think like who is set up the best for success. I say the next 5 to 7 years. So say 5 to 7 years. What's the NBA going to look like?
When LeBron retires, or
yeah, LeBron, KD. By that time, they should all be gone. All these guys, the Hardens, Westbrooks, Chris Pauls.
So you're saying about 5 years down the line?
It's going to have to be.
That's why I said about 5 to 7-ish. Give it some time.
It's going to have to be Ant-Man, Ja Morant, Luka. Jokic will still be around.
Wemby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Wemby's going to ascend to the face of the league, and people like Greek Freak could be on their way out.
The one who I think is positioned well because of the market he just got traded to is Luka. I mean, now he is positioned. When LeBron is gone, they're building that team around him, and he's playing in LA. And now he's going to be motivated after what happened in Dallas, especially losing $100 million.
Whew.
Yeah.
Well, that's super max.
That'll piss you off. I ain't gonna hold you.
Mm-hmm.
I could deal. Yeah, trade it. All right, cool. Gotta go play in another city, another team. I lost how much money? Because they did what?
Yeah, man.
That's what it really was about. They didn't want to pay that extremely super max to him.
Yeah.
That's what it was all about. And you're gonna see a lot of that happen. Watch, you see somebody like John Morant get traded.
Now you talk about 5 years down the line, it could be some NBA trying to go international.
That's true. That's true. Let's think about this though for a second, man. Play. Oh no, I think they monetize that music. Never mind. But just want to do a little unpopular zone here. What about the Spurs though? Just think about this for a second. The Spurs, somehow they pulled this off again. So they got Wembanyama, you know, a historic, freakish big man again. You know, will probably be one of the best, if not the best in the league. You know, after having Tim Duncan for it seems like everyone's childhood.
Right.
And you get Wemby. You know, they had some pieces there, a couple cats, but then you go out and get De'Aaron Fox. You got Chris Paul there, you know, to teach these guys, you know, how to be a pro, be a semi, you know, player coach.
Against Stephon Castle.
Yep.
Castle. Yep. Stephon Castle they drafted as well. Nice. Now they got 2 lottery picks.
Yeah, that's nasty work. I don't know how they pulled that one off.
They pulled in a DeJounte Murray trade, some other trades getting all them first round picks.
Bro, they got 2 lottery picks. And they pretty much semi-tanking now. Wembanyama's he's out. Pop's not around. Popovich is supposedly not around.
Yeah.
So they're just kind of low key, just letting it, you know, draft stock. And they about to get another beast. What if they end up with goddamn Ace Bailey or Cooper Flag?
Yeah.
Yeah. The luck of the draw.
What if they end up with another dominating Twin Tower duel?
If they do that, I think Danny Ainge gonna go crazy. He wants Cooper Flag in Utah.
Let him go. He ain't the best player in this draft. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And yeah, I'm being biased. I know. The best player is actually Dylan Harper.
He's nice too.
Go watch the tape. Just go watch.
He's a dog. Dylan Harper's a dog.
Dylan Harper.
I said I would consider Dylan Harper over Ace Bailey with the Nets. I know that didn't sit well with Nets fans, but hey, I'm a Dylan Harper fan too. Like I think this kid is gonna be amazing at the next level. Can't miss. You know what I'm saying? But Cooper Flag is nice and Ace Bailey is nice too. And I'm just looking at it from a Twin Tower standpoint, you know, from a front court standpoint, because they already got Fox back there. They got Castle in the backcourt. But man, that would be so fire. Like, what you doing with that? And they young. And so they're gonna grow. I'm talking about the league. What you doing with that? Because they young, they're gonna be hungry. They're gonna all get to grow together, bro.
If you got De'Aaron Fox
bro.
Vassell, Cooper
The
Flag,
outside game
Wembyama, and
nasty.
another lottery pick to go with that. Yo, that's a problem. Because once they develop and they start playing that Popovich basketball, it's gonna be a problem.
It always amazes me how San Antonio always has high picks and a good lottery and a great lottery coming up.
I think that's the best team set up
Situated. Oh yeah.
for success in this next era of the NBA.
Mm-hmm. You can see them.
Mhm.
You wouldn't be I'm getting this Tim Duncan on get about 3-4 rings real quietly. Because I promise you, if you're not a basketball fan, you would think Tim Duncan got 1 ring. That fool got 5 rings.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Quietly.
Yep. So that's all I'm saying. What other team is set up like them? Because a lot of these teams, their stars are getting older. They're going to be, moving on. That's why I said for the next 5 to 7 years.
I'm going to surprise you with this answer. If they do it correctly, the Nets.
That would be, if I made a top 5, they'd definitely be in it. I definitely
because if you go and get somebody like Greek Freak who's going to leave Milwaukee, and you use those, they got like 6 first-round picks within like the next 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, they got all our picks.
16 the next, I think, 5 years. We have some of y'all's picks, but we have other picks too, and we got our picks back too. That's the most important thing to have.
Yeah, they got all their picks back from the Kevin Durant thing. So, what if they get somebody like Dylan Harper and Cooper Flag?
I don't think they have 2 lottery picks. You have 1 lottery, right?
1 lottery pick, but we got 2 first rounders.
Yeah,
I thought you had a 2 lottery picks too.
Sometimes it's protected. No, not every team get 2 lottery picks.
Nah, I can.
You gotta accumulate them
guys right now. It's
they got ours,
and the team has
the Nets have. Let's see.
I mean, they don't want to draft picks.
So right here, this is the lottery projection. So they have this second where's that second pick at?
You got 4.
Right here. Yeah.
You got Milwaukee, Houston,
4.
and then New York.
Mm-hmm.
But only 1 is in the lottery. So you see, San Antonio has 2. They have Atlanta's in their own. Nasty.
27. Y'all on point with 2027.
Yeah, but they also have them low in the lottery, so there's a chance. But 9 and 10.
Do a simulator. Let's see, sim lottery. This thing is simulated for you. Man, he ended up second. Off 1 simulation. Look at that. Look who got the first one. The Bulls.
Ain't no way.
I just said the lottery, yeah, and it hit Chicago and Brooklyn. Has 1-2.
So they got Spurs at number 9. Now that would hurt them if they had number 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just me simming it. If I reset it,
yeah, I'm just saying, but that will hurt them if they go to number 9.
Yeah. They're at 9 and 10 right now.
Watch San Antonio get the number 2 or number 3 pick.
I'm telling you, bro, if that happens,
they do.
Oh my God, yo!
I thought they had 2 picks available for lottery. Go down.
They do. It's right there. It's you gotta look at this. You gotta look at
they got 7. Oh, they got 9.
That's the pick.
And 10. Okay.
They have Atlanta's pick. Yeah, so that's how you look at it. It's supposed to be Atlanta's, but it goes to San Antonio.
They'll let them dudes get 2 and 3. Watch.
Mm-hmm. And those little padlocks means those picks are protected. Protected lottery picks.
So Atlanta's lottery pick ain't protected.
So they got 2 lottery picks.
That's why everybody's wondering why they had a fire sale.
Mhm.
The one I'm going to be watching is actually Philadelphia because it's only top 6 protected.
Mm.
And if they, I mean, I know Embiid is out for the year, but if they 7 or down, they're losing a lottery pick.
Mm. And who does that pick go to?
I don't know. I just know it was. I know Mitch was talking about that.
Let's see something.
Probably go on the lock. It'll tell you who it is.
It just says protected top 6.
Oh.
See if I send it, if it knocks them out. Up goes to OKC. Yeah, see, I just got it. I got it to get.
So if it's top 6, it goes to OKC.
Yep. Yep, goes to the Thunder.
That's deep.
So if they don't get a top 6 pick, that pick goes to the Thunder. So that's why they're settling down.
Yep. That's why they shutting it down. They know what they're doing.
They shut it down. Watch, Philadelphia be unlucky too. Watch. Be number 8.
I'm telling you right here, they got them 7th, yo. That's nasty work, yo. Look, they lost 9 in a row. They're clearly tanking. They're the only team in the lottery with a 9-game losing streak.
Yeah, they're gonna have about a 20-game losing streak. They're gonna get back to the process. They need the process of getting a Joel Embiid out of there. That's what they need.
When did Ben Simmons go to the Clippers?
Man,
on the buyout.
You haven't heard.
Oh, he was.
Got him
Oh,
up
I
out
didn't
of
know
there.
that.
Yeah, got him up out of there.
So
Yeah.
Utah's and Washington's are protected too, then, right?
Yeah.
So who gets those picks if they ain't 1 or 2?
Let's see. Utah is top 10 protected, so it's gotta fall out the top 10. Same thing with Washington.
So who gets those picks if they fall out the top 10?
And Charlotte is top 14, so there's lottery protected. Period. So they got out the lottery, so they good money. And Portland is lottery protected, so they good money too. So, and these teams ain't falling out the top 10. Utah and Washington, like, come on, they'd have to have some terrible luck, bro.
Yeah,
for that shit to fall them out the top 10 completely.
That's crazy.
Watch, the Bulls are gonna get like the number 8 pick or something. Watch San Antonio get number 2 and like number 5.
Crazy.
Watch, but I guarantee you they're gonna have a top 3 pick. I guarantee you that. And if they get Cooper Flag with Wemby, I know you think Dylan is better, which he probably is, but they don't need a guard like that.
Nah, he's
they get
not.
Cooper Flag, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, Nick? Yeah, man.
What's up, Nick?
San Antonio, bro. They're one of the luckiest low market teams I've ever seen, bro.
I'm telling you, man. That's what I've been thinking about this. I'm like, it could get real funky out west if this Spurs team does that, man. And think
they
about
could take over.
What did we just talk about? OKC could have a lottery pick too.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. The Western Conference is going to get funky.
Yeah, those younger teams are going to ascend to the top, while the older teams like the Lakers and them.
Houston, another team with a lottery
Houston
pick.
Is nice,
and they got a lottery pick. They got Phoenix.
What about Detroit?
Detroit, they're not in the lottery.
Nope.
No, don't they have someone's
solid veterans?
Don't they have someone's lottery pick?
I think. Let me see. Where's Detroit at?
Right there, 19. And it goes to Minnesota. So they don't even have a first round pick.
Yeah, they just got 35.
Hmm.
So they're gonna have to get them a solid veteran to send that team.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, people like the Knicks better do it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Knicks ain't doing nothing, man.
There he is.
Not
But
this
yeah,
year. Mm-mm.
I think the Rockets, the Spurs are number one. You know, I gotta put my Nets up there. I gotta put the Rockets up there. And the Pistons, man. You know, that's another team, man. So those are teams, man, that could be looking out. I'm talking about 5 to 7 years down the line. You know, 5 to 7 years down the line when your KDs are gone and, you know, your Greek freaks are old, washed up, and Hardens and Westbrooks and LeBrons and all them guys are Kawhi Leonard's, Paul George, they all are
Kawhi Leonard is gone right now.
pretty much.
Yeah, but you know you gotta think about you gotta think about it in those 5 to 7 years. Those picks that's been traded like 5 years earlier now started to convey.
Yeah. Yep. Teams are gonna start to extend and really take over the NBA, man. It's gonna be a new day. You know, hopefully the Brooklyn Nets will be a part of that. But I gotta say,
he said no.
don't hate.
Basketball in New York is not going down anymore.
If they could get a Greek freak or even a Zion Williamson if he stays healthy, those will be the top two people they'll be looking at.
The Nets, and yes, Nick, I am a Brooklyn Nets fan, and I'm not ashamed of it. You know, I'm not ashamed of it at all. You know, I wear the Nets hat proudly. It's a nice hat too.
It's been a long time, brother.
But again, I have conviction in the direction and the coach. Unlike this other team behind me.
Yeah.
But this is a basketball podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Blacktop podcast, man. This has been me, your host in Popular Opinion Sports, with my guys in the building tonight, holding it down with your boy, Big Pat Sports Talk, S. God, and the return of Mr. Coach Ed Gladney. E-double-D. Pause. Coach, man, appreciate you tapping back in, man. Great to have you back on the show. Glad you're feeling better, brother. And glad to talk hoops with you, man.
No, it's good to be back. I'm feeling it right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. My neck is killing me right now, so I know as soon as I hit that bed, man.
So
what?
99. Appreciate the chat, holding it down. Nick, Mets. I didn't even see you in there, Mets. My fault, bro. Mets. I was on the screen most of the night. Nimar. And yeah. Thanks for everybody for listening on the network and on the brand new aboriginalsports.com website. aboriginalsportsnetwork.com website. So definitely check that out. Gets updated daily, so fresh content, you know, going to be cycling in there for everybody to watch, listen, and read. You know, if you can. But any last words, man, before we get out of here, fellas?
No, just glad to have Coach back.
Likewise, man. Good seeing you, Coach.
Yeah, good seeing you guys too. So I mean, I'm going to be here and there. You know, so slowly bringing it back. So
definitely, man.
Take your
All
time.
right, man.
Bro.
Yeah, man. We're gonna end it, man. I'm gonna get out of here 12 a.m., which means it's 9-9. We up out of here, man. Blacktop Podcast. See y'all next Friday. Peace.